Are you ready for it?
Hey guys,
Hi,
I'm Hannah.
I'm
and
Brandy.
you're listening to
Not So Serious Podcast.
Welcome back,
Yay.
everybody. How's your guys' week been?
Terrible. I had to work today, so I just feel like really drained. I'm trying to drink some coffee to cheer myself up. That is why my hair is up, and it's just gonna be up today.
My hair looks so bad today too. Like
Yeah.
I'm having a bad hair day. It's bad hair day. It's fine. We're not gonna worry about
because
that.
we don't really care anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, so it's not that serious. But I just want to thank everybody who subscribed since our last episode. We've had a few new subscribers. So if you have subscribed, thank you so much. And if you haven't, then what are you doing?
It's
Why
free.
not? Why not? It's free. It takes 2 seconds. And we put out good content. We're funny.
And I check every day.
Same. So, but if you are subscribed, thank you and welcome back. And we're really glad that you guys like to listen. Please rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
That's what I was gonna say. We're on Spotify. What
Apple.
else? Apple.
Yep. So you can stream us anywhere. If you're a Spotify listener, welcome. And check out our YouTube channel. That'd be great.
All right, let's just get into it. I guess.
Let's get into it.
I wanted to talk to you. So I have to do most things alone, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm one person.
Mm-hmm.
I do most of my things alone, and I just have to be okay with that. And it's become harder and harder for me to do stuff alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the grocery store by myself,
Mm-hmm.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Going to the gym by myself is awful.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this weird encounter with this guy at the gym. Okay. So I'm getting out of the car. Another car pulls up beside me. And this guy gets out. He's probably like in his 50s. Like he's an older guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he just starts talking to me. Like I have my headphones in first, okay? When I get out of the car, I make sure my headphones are in so people know.
Yeah.
Like you just put
I don't
your
wanna be
headphones in,
bothered.
straight face forward.
Right.
I got my hood up. Like don't talk to me.
Right. Like you're giving the signal that like I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's like, "How are you?" And I'm like, no, take my AirPod out. I'm like, "Good. I'm good."
Yeah.
And I just like keep walking. And he was like, "You look a little tired." And I was like,
And you look old.
Yeah, that's what I should have said. You're looking a little rusty over there, sir.
You're looking crusty and dusty, sir.
But like already I'm like, why is this necessary?
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to the gym.
Right.
I have my headphones in. Like, don't talk to me. He said, "You look a little tired." I said, "Yeah, I just came from work. Going to the gym, you know?"
Yeah.
Just kind of like brushing it off.
Right.
And he was like, "Yeah, it's hard to go and get in here, you know. But once you get in here, like, you know, you like, it's worth it." And that feeling of just going. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Then this is the funny part. So we get in there, and I go to tan first, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to tan too.
Oh God.
So he gets in the other tan and not my tan.
He doesn't get in the tan bed with me, thank God.
Hang on, I walk the door. So like I go down the little hallway, go to the tanning bed. I get out, I start working out. I always go on the treadmill first.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, this guy was not, after he tanned, he was not in that gym maybe 15 more minutes. And he did that whole thing about, you know, you get in here, you do the work and everything. He goes in there, he sits on like the leg machine. Like the one where you like curl your legs like up.
Yeah.
He gets on there, he does about literally 4 of them, sits on his phone for a minute, grabs a weight, does this a few times, literally heads out. I kid you not, I was laughing.
That's a waste of a trip to the gym.
And then I'm on the treadmill because I do the treadmill before I do my weights and stuff. And he comes over and he's looking at me while I'm on the treadmill, and he's like, and I'm like, and he's like, give me the thumbs up. I'm like,
what?
This is the second time you've done approached me. And I just thought it was funny. He was giving that whole speech about going in here and doing the work and everything. And you go in there and you barely do anything. He did like 4 little leg curls. I swear. He grabs, then he starts doing arms. Does it like a few of those. Looks at himself in the mirror. All right. You just came to tan.
Yeah.
Okay.
and talk to young girls.
Yes. Like, you're not in there working out. Like, I swear he was in there maybe 15 minutes after he dan.
That's
It
weird.
seems like a creeper just going in there
Yeah.
trying to talk to people.
Yeah. Well, you remember what happened to me down there last year? Sorry, guys. Lola's being extra needy today. Let's sit down. I had a weird thing happen, too. This was, what, last year? Maybe the year before last, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember things.
Yeah, I think it was like, I think it was before I got married or right after. I'd went to the gym, and this is the same gym that Brandy's talking about, and I'd got there before her. So I was like, okay, like I'll meet you in there, whatever. So I'm getting out of the car, and this black van pulls up, and it's like this young girl. She was probably like 19, 20 maybe, if I had to guess. Like she was young, younger than us, I'm sure. And she was like, hey, we're about to break down. We're about out of gas. Do you have any like cash or whatever? So I can make it up to the gas station, which the gas station is like right up the road. Like there's literally a gas station right there.
Like, you can see it.
You
from the
can
gym.
literally see it from the gym. And I was like thinking red flag, weird, stranger danger, because you could literally make it to the gas station. It's right there. And I was like, oh, like I don't have any cash. Like, sorry, whatever. And I turned around to walk away, and she was like, well, do you have Cash App or whatever? And I'm just like trying to walk away and like avoid the situation. And she was like, hey, can you come here? Can you come here? Like they were literally, I think they were trying to lure me into that van and kidnap me. Like it was crazy. And this is like, it's not just a gym parking lot. Like there's like other stuff. Like it's a big parking lot. Like there's a
other
lot
little
of people.
stores there. The
Yeah.
furniture store.
Yeah.
There's a little restaurant over there.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's all these people in the parking lot. Like it was weird. So
in broad daylight too.
Yeah, and this was during the day. Yeah. So I don't know. That gym is sketchy. Like I like that gym. Like
This
they have
town
good
is
stuff in there.
sketchy.
It is, and like they have good stuff in there, and it's literally like 2 minutes from where I stay at, and it's convenient. But would that be my first choice as far as like safety? No.
No,
Like,
I like the gym.
The gym is cool. Yeah, like they have nice stuff in there. But I think that part of town, for one, is just not the greatest. And I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know. I've just been noticing it a lot more lately. Like I'm very aware of my surroundings. 'cause
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And like I have to do things by myself. Like I have no other choice.
Yeah.
And I like to do things. Like I like to go to the movies by myself. I go out to eat by myself. And I'm like starting to like panic when I try to go do stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
either do that or sit at home.
It's crazy that like young girls have so much to worry about.
Yeah.
Like
And it's like I don't want to dress that cute because that'll
might
give somebody
approach
attention.
me. Yeah.
And, like that shouldn't be like I should be able to dress however I freaking want to and do whatever I want to.
And
like,
honestly, it doesn't matter at that point how you dress. Like if somebody's gonna approach you, they're gonna approach you. Like
and I'll be looking so ugly too going to the gym. I'm like, why are you talking to me? Or,
right.
like I have like no makeup on, my hair's up in a bun.
Yeah.
Like don't talk to me. Like, and I just have to have that face just like facing forward, like with my headphones in.
I just couldn't imagine like somebody's like you giving off the visual signs like I don't want to be bothered. Like there's body language you can read. It's like, oh, that person probably doesn't want to be talked to. And then just going up and like with somebody with their headphones in and be like,
Yeah.
why? Why would you do that?
I'm glad he left though.
Yeah, at least he was gone before you left and didn't like wait on you to leave.
That's what I was scared too. Like, but I was in there for like an hour doing my
Yeah.
workout because I went to work out, unlike some people.
Yeah,
But
unlike some people. That's
but
crazy.
It makes me scared to go to the freaking gym.
Oh, I'm
literally
scared to do
anywhere.
everything.
And then I had this customer the other week. I don't know. Time is an illusion. One day. And it was just this old man. And like I'm a server, and you know, like sometimes some tables are more talkative, like they'll talk to you, and some,
Yeah.
and you can tell when some people just don't like, all right, just take my order.
Yeah.
And some people want to talk and get to talking,
Yeah.
and that's my job. Okay, I'll talk to you.
Right. You want that money, honey?
Yeah, you got to. And like he was just talking, you know, about his life and like where he's traveled to and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just cleaning other tables, minding my business.
Yeah.
And then, like, I go to give him his check so he can, like, pay and leave. And he's like, and this whole time I just thought he was being nice.
Yeah.
Like, because some of them are, they come in, and I guess I was being freaking naive. I thought he was a nice old man.
Yeah.
But he was like, he said, in my 62 years of life, I ain't never been with a white woman. He said, so if you want to call me, I swear to God.
What? So I'm assuming this guy, he's a black male.
hmm
Okay.
I just thought he was a nice old man, and I was talking to him like said he's 62. Like, yeah, he's an old man. I just thought he was a nice old man, just telling me about life
Wow.
and stuff. I was like,
What do you say? What do you say to stuff like that?
I said, no, thank you. I don't even think I said thank you. I just said no. I just kind of
no.
walked away. He was like, well, if you give me your number, I'll give you a 20. If not, I'll give you a 10.
No way.
Yes.
Dude, that is so rude.
Yes. And this kind of stuff happens to me all the freaking time. At least once a week.
Whoa.
So that's what I have to go into for my job. And then outside of work, I'm dealing with this crap at the gym. I mean, I just try to, like, the older people, because it is a lot of older people that come in there all the time.
Yeah.
And some of them, like, they're, like, regulars. They're really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had this man that literally comes every day. He knows every single one of us by name, talks to us.
Yeah.
And then some of them, like, you just never know.
Right.
And they'll be all nice and then you get one of those comments. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can leave.
Right.
I've had to send my manager out to a table before and tell somebody to stop harassing me. And he gave them to-go boxes and told them to leave.
Wow.
Mhm.
But that's good, though, like, that they got your back like that, I guess. But that's
yeah.
crazy.
And they offer, like, when you leave, do you need somebody to walk you out to your car?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a good way to handle it.
Especially, like, when I used to work late at night. Like, they would,
Yeah.
like, you had to be walked out to your car. Like, you
Right.
couldn't just leave.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah, but that's what I just have to go into every day. And it's awful.
You know, now that you say that, I have a work story that happened to me yesterday that really pissed me off. Like, oh my God. And I was telling Dee about it on the phone yesterday. And at the time, have you ever had something happen that at the time it didn't upset you? But then the more you think about it, you're like, wow, that was kind of crappy.
Mhm.
It was kind of that situation.
You ever think about like something and then you think on it later and you're like, man, I should have said this when they said that. Like, I should have
Yeah.
said this or I should have done
This
that.
is one of those
when that
scenarios.
happened.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios. So this guy, and you know, at my job, I see the same people every day, right? Or the same people every week.
Mhm.
Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday people. I see the same people all the time. And this guy has never been one of my favorites. Like, and mind you, like, of course, it's human nature to have people that you click with more or people that you like more.
Mhm.
It's just the way it is. You know, like you have your favorite people or people you talk to more than others, you know, people you relate to. But this guy, and he's kind of fairly new, like maybe 6-7 months he's been there. And I've always got like a funny feeling about this guy. And I feel like he's really passive aggressive. Like he's rude, but tries to say it in a nice way.
Mhm.
But you're being rude. You know, he's like one of those people. And I'm like, if you're gonna be rude, be rude. If you're gonna be nice, be nice.
Just own it.
Like, right. Like, why are you talking like that? But anyway. So this guy has always gave me like kind of bad vibes. And he's also a black guy. And he always made comments about why are there not more black people in here and da 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 da. And I'm like, well, I don't hire people, so like I don't know. Like I'm not the hiring manager. But then when he found out that my husband was black, he kind of started treating me different. And you would think it would be better,
Mhm.
but it was worse. Like he was like, oh, I know his mom and daddy, because everybody in this town knows everybody. He was like, oh, I know his mom and daddy, and da 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 da. And he would kind of like make snide remarks to me about me being white and him being black. Like when people come in, like we ask, have you have any problems? Like, are you feeling okay today? And he'd be like, well, I'm black, so this weren't made for me. And like, what are you supposed to, like, again, what are you supposed to say to that? Like, you're white, you wouldn't know. And I'm like, pardon? Like, what am I supposed to say? But that's not even the bad part. That's not even the story.
Well, like, of course, like, I don't know you. I don't know your story.
Right.
Like, but I deal with my own problems too.
Right.
Like, I'm a woman in
And
this
like,
world.
right. And like, I don't want to get into that conversation with you.
Oh, yeah.
And he would be asking me, like, oh, well, how was it when y'all got together? And I'm like, for one, that's none of your business. Like, what are you trying to get at? You know, like, I feel like, you know, especially the older generation, they treat me different when they figure out my husband's a black man. Like, they treat me
That's
different.
what I feel like our generation, like, I feel like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what you look like, where you came from.
Right.
It's just vibes and energy and who you are as a
Right.
person.
Exactly. Well, this
Like,
this guy's
And that's
older
just
as
how this
well.
generation is.
I don't know.
Very
Like,
accepting.
yeah. And I'm thankful for that. Honestly, like, I really am. And I love all people, gay, lesbian, black, white, Mexican, Asian, whatever you are. Like, I'm accepting of everybody. Like, I love people. My job is very fast paced. Like, especially like in the middle of the day, like things are boom, boom, boom happening. Like, you're running in 5 different directions at one time. And like, I've been working there for a long time. So like, I'm used to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But we also have a patient who doesn't speak English. So he speaks only Spanish, but he will understand, like, if you motion to him, like, what you mean. Like, he's been there for a long time. So he's like, I know what this means. I know what that means. And that's kind of how you communicate with him, you know? So it was the Mexican guy who doesn't speak English and this guy that I'm talking about. And they were both out there. So the first one I see is the Mexican guy. And I'm like, you come on, you know, because he doesn't understand me. So me telling him, like, come on, you come on. Like, he was like, okay. And he's not offended. Like, that's just the way we communicate. And then I turned to this guy and I was like, you can come on too. And like, I'm just so fast, like in a hurry, like doing things like I don't.
Hey, baby.
Lola's really begging for attention today. But I looked at that guy and I was like, you can come on and you can come on. Like, it was that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we all know each other. So like, I know what your name is, you know, but I'm in a hurry. Like, I'm saying, you come on. Like, I'm trying to get you back here, get you on, get you out. Because that's the goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he looks at me and he says, you. And I was like, yeah, come on. Like, you know, because I joke with people. Like, I'm like, yeah, come on. You know, even if I don't like you that much, like, I'll still joke with you or whatever. And he was like, I have a name. And do you know what it is? And obviously I'm not going to say his name, but I was like, yes, I know your name. Like, what's the big deal? So he goes out in the hallway where my boss is, and plenty of other people that can hear him talking about how unprofessional I am and how rude I am and how he has a name and wants to be called by it, and basically calls me racist. And
I've been called racist before,
and
too.
then at that
I've had someone go and tell a manager that I was being racist.
And at that point, I'm like, I'm confused. Because obviously, like, I would never be rude to somebody on purpose. Like, I wasn't being rude. There was just a lot going on. This guy don't speak English. That's the only way I can communicate with him, for him to understand. And you know that this guy doesn't speak English. And pretty much, like, my boss and everybody can hear him saying how unprofessional and rude I am. When this guy knows, like, I'm not rude. I'm not unprofessional. Like, you've been here long enough to see me work. And you know I'm not that way. So what's the problem? And he said some stuff after I'd walked away that my friend had told me about. And then the more I dwelled on it all day, the more pissed off I got. Like, what's wrong with people? Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm here to help you. Like, I don't have to do this job. I don't have to be here. Like, you have to be here. This is a life-saving measure for you. I don't have to be here. I don't have to take care of you, but this is what I love to do. So here I am. And I just feel like I would be nicer to people who's taking care of me. Like, people are crazy.
I just feel like this is going to sound mean, but because I work with people. Like, when you work with people, especially, like, when you're a server, like, when you work with the general public, some of the craziest things. And some people are so stupid.
Yeah.
And, like, you really see that when you work with the general public. You know what I mean? They ask the stupidest questions.
Oh, this guy's also asked to see my credentials before, too. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Bring my certificate from home, like, to prove that I'm certified to do this, that I have, like, a certificate to do this? Like, I've been here for almost 4 years. I don't have to prove anything to you. If you don't like me, just say that, and I won't mess with you. Like, but this guy, he just aggs it on, and I'm like,
It's like
For
going to
what?
your doctor and be like, can I see all your degrees
yeah,
before
like,
you see me as a patient?
yeah. I don't tell my personal life to some people because, for one, like, it's none of your business, and for two, like, I don't know the reaction I'm gonna get, which is fine. And a lot of my patients do know that,
Mhm.
like, I'm married to a black man and, like, I have a mixed stepson, and they love it. Like, they're like, "Oh, can I see pictures?" Like, da 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 da. And that's like, that, like, fills my heart with joy. I'm like, "Oh, I love that," you know. And one of my patients actually has become, like, my best friend, like, and he ended up coming to my wedding and everything.
Mhm.
So, I mean, there are good people out there.
There are, and like I try to believe that everybody, like at work, I try to believe like, oh, maybe they weren't coming on that way. Maybe
Maybe it was me.
maybe it was
like,
me that
yeah,
felt that. But sometimes, yeah.
yeah. Point is, dealing with the public is quite hard. And I salute everybody out there who has to deal with the public and who's in healthcare, who's a server, or any kind of other job where you have to deal with people. Because it's mentally draining, and I think it takes a special person to do so. My husband knows that he is not one of those people, so he does not. Like, he'll straight up tell you, like, I don't want to work with the public. Like, that's not for me.
I don't either, but I just kind of have to right
Yeah.
now. Like if there's a way, but literally almost any job you're working, you're
Yeah.
with the public.
Yeah.
It's,
In
even
some
if
way,
you're
shape, or
working behind
form.
a desk and like you're taking calls, you're answering calls, you're working with the public. You can hang that phone up and then you can say whatever you want to say
Yeah.
after that. But
My boss is cool, though. He literally told us, he was like, if you want to cuss them out, do it. I don't care. I'll fight for you. And I was like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, because I'll tell them to kiss my entire ass real quick. But only if I'm being disrespected. Like, if you're disrespecting me, then I have the right to defend myself, and will.
mhm.
Like, I don't have to be here taking care of you. So there's plenty of other people here who can. And just the magic words is, don't touch me, and I'll say, fine, perfect, and I won't touch you again. Like, I don't know.
I do like the people I work with, and I feel like that's why
I do too.
I'm
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
Is I like my coworkers.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this the other day. My like best friend at work, she's 19 years old. She's like literally a year older than my little cousin.
Yeah.
Like she's 19, she'll turn 20 in like October or something.
Oh, wow.
I talked to her how I wouldn't talk to like my little cousin, but they're literally like the same age. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's my friend.
One of my best friends at work just turned 59 years old. We had him a birthday party.
I just think that's weird. Like I forget that she's so young just
It's
because
like
she's
that, though.
mature. You know what I mean? And she
Yeah.
lives on her own and everything.
Yeah.
And I just forget how young she is.
Right.
And then I have another one of my friends at work who's literally like 40 something.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm like,
isn't it?
that's my friend. I'm like, if she ain't here, I ain't here.
Yeah. Another one of the girls I work with just had her 21st birthday.
No.
And I think she's the youngest there. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I remember when I was 21. And she was like, how old will you be this year? And I was like, 27. And she was like, oh, wow. And I was like, what you
Oh,
mean,
wow.
wow?
You're ancient.
Wow, what?
That's what somebody asked me at work. When were you born? I said 1997. They said 97. I said,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you're a 90s kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
weird.
Dude, I hate that I'm getting old and like I feel old and I feel like I look old. Like I look at the kids I work with and I'm like, I'm old.
We're not old yet.
I feel like,
I feel old sometimes too, though.
but my thing is, I feel like I should be young forever. Like, and because that's how I've always been and that's how I shall be.
Period.
I don't know. Like, I hate the idea of getting old. Mm-mm.
It's scary.
I will literally hate myself. Because
Well, I work with old people.
You know,
so
all these insecurities that I already have,
yeah.
are they going to be so much worse when I get even older?
No, I think the older you get, the less you care.
I
Have you seen how some of them old people act? They don't care what they say. They don't care what they be looking like.
I guess they probably just hate themselves and they're just fine with it.
No, I think they just don't care in general.
See, I don't think that's going to be me. I just care too much.
See, I don't care. So, I don't know.
I care so much, dude. My skincare takes about 30 minutes every night.
I mean, I do try to take care of my skin now, but
I have my under eye bags are so bad.
they're literally not.
When I take my makeup off, it's bad.
I mean, eye bags,
Yeah, I know, but
Prada
why?
bags, Birkin bags.
I hate them. Like, if I could afford some type of surgery to get rid of them, I would.
It's Botox.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to get Botox.
yeah.
I want Botox in my forehead.
I've done okay, so off topic, but I've started using kind of on topic. I've like, have you noticed like my lines are like a lot better?
Mm-hmm. I don't see any.
Like they're gone,
Yeah.
and they used to be really really bad,
Mm.
and they're completely gone. I've been using this serum, this serum,
Serum?
and like I've noticed it, and I keep buying that stuff, and it is expensive, but I can tell that it's made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm trying to find something for these under eye bags, and I've been trying everything. And I do all the things they tell me to do online, and it says sometimes it's just genetics, and you can't change that.
Yeah.
Because it's just genetics.
Yeah. It do be
It
like
doesn't
that.
matter what you do, how you eat. That's just how you're going to look.
Basically, yeah.
That's messed up. So this girl can
That's messed up.
be over here just eating whatever, doing whatever, and I can be over here eating healthy, and she don't have eye bags, but I do. Make it make sense.
So now we're gonna do something a little more fun.
Sorry, we were really serious for a
Sorry.
second.
So basically, we're gonna do like TV trivia. So I've got 2 shows picked out for Brandy that I know that she likes, and Brandy's got 2 shows picked out for me that she knows I like, and we're gonna see how much we know.
I'm kind of scared, bro.
I'm scared. You probably know a lot more than I do. You watch more TV than me.
True. I
So-
hyperfixate on things so bad. Okay.
Also, in the near future, we're going to talk about Love is Blind. I kind of want to wait till we're a little further progressed in the season to talk about it because I have some thoughts, but
I'm gonna wait till it finishes.
Yeah, let's wait till it
because-
finishes.
And see how it plays out.
Right. So that will be coming up. I've also been watching Love Island All-Stars on Peacock. It's pretty good. But the first show that I picked for you is Avatar: The Last Airbender because I know that's one of your favorite shows.
It is. I watch it
So-
every year.
We're going to do it every year.
I do. I watch it every single year since I was 8 years old.
Okay,
came out
so
when I
you
was
shouldn't get
8.
any of these wrong.
God, I hope not. I've known
So-
this show for like 20 years of my life.
So there's 10 questions,
Oh God.
and I guess I'll just go into it. So these are trivia for Avatar: The Last Airbender. What was the name of the Fire Nation commander who killed Katara's mother?
Oh God, I know it too, because it's the episode where I could literally tell you. I know the name of the episode. The Southern Raiders. It was the guy. Did they have a list of?
Yeah.
Give me the list.
Zoryu, Yanra, Ozai, and Izumi. I might be butchering those.
It's one of the first 2. The second one.
Yanra?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Because that's my favorite episode. I can literally tell you everything that happens in that episode.
All right. So you're 1 for 10, or 1 out of 10. What is Sokka's go-to weapon in the series?
Oh, boomerang.
Correct.
That was easy.
Which air temple did Avatar Aang grow up in?
The Southern Air Temple.
Correct. What military rank did Zhao have at the start of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Commander.
Correct.
Yes.
I might be butchering these names, y'all. I haven't watched the show since I was like 12.
That's Boomy.
Okay. When King Boomy meets Team Avatar with the Order of the White Lotus, who is he concerned about being missing?
Is it Momo?
Correct.
Because it's a joke. Because like Aang's not there, and he's thinking about the animal. He's like, somebody's missing. Where's Momo?
Finish the sentence. My blank. And I can't show you the picture because it tells it.
Oh.
You want me to give you the
shoot.
options?
Yeah. I mean, how am I supposed to know that?
Okay. Finish this sentence. My blank. Life savings, potatoes, cabbages,
Oh, cabbages.
broccoli. Correct. How much money in ransom did the Boulder and Zenfu ask Top's parents for her safe return?
I guess I'll just have to guess. Give me the options.
Okay, 500 gold pieces, 200 silver pieces, trade for the avatar, or 1,000 silver pieces? That seems like a very specific question.
Yeah. Like, is it the 500 gold pieces or is it the avatar? I'm trying to think if they would even be. I don't know. Just do the gold pieces, but it's probably avatar.
500 gold pieces is correct.
Oh. I'm just on a high right now.
Who is the blue spirit?
Azuko.
Correct.
I have a shirt on the way that I ordered with the picture of the mask thing.
Okay. This character would be able to tell you a lot about chakras.
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 Their options.
Oh, I'm going to butcher all of these. Here, I'll let you look.
Oh. It's that one. I don't know how to say it. It's like
Pathik.
Pathik.
Pathik?
Yeah.
That's correct. God, I'm butchering this. Okay, complete the lyrics. Two blank, forbidden from one another.
Two lovers forbidden from one another. Oh, one their eyes to their people.
Okay.
And then he goes, Secret Tunnel. It's the best song ever. They did it in the live action too, and they sang the song.
All right, well, I think you did pretty good.
I won.
You won. Congratulations.
I told you I know everything. This is the 100.
Oh,
We love the 100.
Okay.
Oh my god, I want to rewatch it.
Me too.
I skip the last season every
I'll
time.
rewatch it every year.
And I skip the last season.
I watched the last season. I'm not a quitter. Even though it's terrible, I still watch it.
The last
painfully
episode,
watch it.
I
Hate
barely-
it. Hate it? Yeah, me too. But I still
Spoilers,
watch it.
if you haven't seen the 100, just mute it for like 5 seconds. Bellamy.
Yeah, tragic. Really pissed
I
me
could go
off.
on a rant, okay, but I'm not.
Bellamy's
Anyways,
not my favorite character, but anyways.
and it's not just because he's hot, okay? He does have
He does have a good
character development.
He is hot, but that's just a plus.
Okay. How did Chandler Jaha's son Wells die? This is easy.
The little girl killed him.
Yeah, stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah.
That was the first episode.
The little girl killed him. What was her name? Charlotte?
Yeah,
Her name was Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah, she killed him.
Okay, who killed Lexa?
Oh God.
Clark, Titus, Murphy, Augustus.
Titus.
Yep.
Okay.
What is the flame?
I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah,
It's like the commander. Like,
the options are artificial intelligence, a literal flame, or a torch.
it's
It's
artificial
AI.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how many years did Octavia live under the floor? 10, 16, 12, or 5?
16.
You are right. She's so freaking pretty, and
I love her.
she still looks the same.
I'm still mad
she's
that
like-
she's with Lincoln and I'm
She's
not.
like almost 40, and like she looks the same.
Yeah. She's really pretty.
What caused Lexa to decide that love is a weakness? She was heartbroken after her last partner abruptly ended things between them. Her enemies were able to hurt her through killing the woman she loved. She decided she couldn't trust anyone, which meant she couldn't love anyone. She was taken advantage of by people who supposedly loved her.
The second one.
Correct. Okay. How many generations was the Ark in space before it crash landed on Earth?
Options, please.
3, 5, 1, and 2.
5.
You were wrong, and I was right. It was 3, because the
Mm.
100 takes place approximately 97 years.
Oh,
3 generations.
okay. I'll take that L. I really wasn't sure.
Raven is what type of mechanic? Electrical, aircraft, diesel, or zero gravity?
Aircraft.
So zero gravity because she was the first person to ever earn a perfect score on the 0-gram exam.
Well, technically, she can work on just about anything.
She can. I think
I think she can do the electrical stuff
she's
too.
just like a plot device. Okay, we need somebody to do this, Raven. You can do anything. Come on.
right. Okay. Well,
That was stupid.
yeah. Dumb question.
Near what former major U.S. city did the Hundreds dropship land? Los Angeles, Chicago, Miami, or Washington, D.C.?
Washington D.C.
Correct.
I'm out here in Miami. Look at what a hoochie daddy.
They
Telling
landed
me,
in
where's you
Miami.
at?
They
Landed in
partied.
Miami.
They did party.
They did party. Not in Miami though.
How many ARC residents were voluntarily cooled to preserve oxygen for the remaining residents?
I mean, like how many died? Maybe that's what it means. I don't know what words mean.
I don't know what that means.
What's the options?
10, 1,032, 320, or 100?
320.
Correct.
Nice. They had to preserve the oxygen because their oxygen was running low.
So
they
they
were
just,
killing
and then
people.
they just said, well, we'll just throw the kids out,
Yeah.
the future, and we'll leave all the old people up here where it's safe.
Yeah.
And they're too old, they can't even have any more kids. So we'll send the whole generation just down.
Yeah.
F the kids.
F them kids.
And all of humanity.
And this 90-year-old who's probably going to live 2 more days, save him. Save him.
They were literally like, that was a shot in the dark. Like,
Yeah.
that was so stupid. Like, think about it. Let's just send the kids
Yeah,
down
that's
there.
stupid. That's dumb. The old people, they're about dead anyway, but the kids you could teach
Yes.
to run the ship.
And keep humanity alive.
Yeah. And them old people are probably breathing more oxygen than them kids are because their lungs are bad. Like, let's be real.
But tell me how that makes sense.
It
Okay.
doesn't make sense.
About to cry. Jasper was speared by the Grounders on the way to find supplies where? I really don't even think you need the options for this. Where were they trying to go when they landed?
To the mountain.
Mount.
The mountain people. God.
It's Mount Weather.
Mount Weather. God dang it. Yes. Yeah, she does say that a lot.
We gotta get to Mount Weather. The
Yeah.
ship dropped this way. We're supposed to land on the other side of the mountain. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mountain people. Yeah.
Okay. How many clans are there? 8, 2, 9, or 13?
13.
Correct.
The 13 clans. They all battle each other.
Rowan is a member of which clan? The Woods Clan? Sand Crew? Ice Nation?
Ice Nation.
Yep. I liked Ice Nation. They were cute.
They were cute.
I would be an Ice Nation. Where is the City of Light? Across a desert and a minefield? It's not a real location, it's an AI. Across the sea? It's heaven.
It's not real.
Correct.
The City of Light. Oh my god.
Why did Clark hate Wells at the beginning of season 1?
Because she told Wells something about her dad that was going to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
And then he went and told Jaha.
Yeah.
And then he got in trouble.
She was to blame.
and
She
he-
thought he was to blame for her father's execution.
Yeah, he got floated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would just send him out there and they would just...
Yeah, that's scary. But that'd be a very quick death. Like, you probably wouldn't feel anything. You just die.
Can I die that way?
Probably not.
I aced the last quiz and I'm very prepared for this one because I know everything.
Okay, well, this one is the Vampire Diaries.
I know everything.
She claims she knows everything. We're about to
Claims.
see.
She's
claims
claims that
claims
she
it.
knows everything.
So the first question is, what is the first line of the show?
Is it talking about the people in the car Or is it the line that Stefan says?
Stefan.
For over 100 years, I've lived in the shadows
In secret.
in secret. I mean, pretty much.
I mean, you were close. You were
And then he
close.
goes, I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
And this is my story.
Yes. Yes. Okay. What was Damon Salvatore's first line?
Hello, brother.
Correct. That's easy.
First and last.
Correct. How many episodes does it take for Elena to figure out that Stefan is a vampire?
5.
Correct. What does Mason Lockwood search for when he returns to Mystic Falls?
The Moonstone,
Correct.
which he was getting for Catherine.
Where's the one about Daddy Rick? Okay. What is the name of the Mystic Falls High School history teacher that Alaric Saltzman replaces?
Coach Tanner.
Correct.
Bro, tell me how I got that. Tell me how I got that.
Who chops off John Gilbert's fingers?
Catherine.
Correct. In season 3, where do Alaric and Elena and unknowingly Damon go to look for Stefan?
Like the mountains.
Yes, the mountains.
Like the Appalachian Mountains.
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, they go to Tennessee because Klaus was putting on that accent at that house because he's doing his Ripper binge
Yeah.
with Klaus.
But I count that as right because Tennessee is the mountains.
Yes.
So, okay, I will count that as correct.
It is
What is Dr. Meredith Fell's secret to treating her patients?
vampire blood.
Correct.
She ain't even a real doctor.
No. What is the name of Finn Michelson's girlfriend?
Oh God. Sage.
Yes. Where is the cure for vampirism hidden?
It's with Silas
That's right.
on the island.
Yes. 200 miles off the coast of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, of Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
I like the island
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah. Who becomes the anchor to the other side?
Poor Bonnie, bless her heart.
Correct. In which season does Enzo make his first appearance?
Season 5.
Yes. What is the Phoenix Stone?
Oh God, that's that stupid thing. That trapped the souls. Because they had the vampire hunter
Mm-hmm.
and the little huntress girl, and she was killing people, and it trapped the vampire souls into the Phoenix Stone.
Correct. That's right.
I mean,
It belongs to who?
what's her name? Raina.
Raina. Yes. What's the name of Matt's fiance?
First of all, I don't care about Matt. Second of all, I don't know what her freaking name is. God, I know it too.
It's a coin.
Oh, Penny.
Penny. Yes.
They could have gave Matt like a decent love interest in a
Yeah.
plot. I mean, come on.
What do Caroline and Alaric do with the Salvatore house?
They turned it into the school.
Correct. That's it.
This claims to be the ultimate Office trivia quiz, and I don't really know anything about the Office, so I don't even know if these
Well,
are
I didn't know
hard
anything about
questions.
Avatar really, so it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm an avid fan of The Office, so I should do pretty well.
What's the name of Angela's favorite cat?
God. It's something stupid. Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sprinkles. Dwight killed Sprinkles.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Sprinkles.
Okay. In his perfect crime, Dwight mentions a fictional girl. What is her name? Tiffany or Jessica?
Tiffany.
Okay, you're correct.
Because her dad owns Tiffany's and he steals the chandelier. He tells her he's in love with her. He doesn't mean it. But she never taken another lover. She waits on him all these years.
What does Jim hide Dwight's stapler in?
Jello.
Yeah. What is the name of Michael's film?
Threat Level Midnight.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great film. I loved it.
Who filmed the footage of Scranton shown in the opening credits? Oh, that's like a. I guess it's one of the actors that filmed it. I guess it's saying Jenna Fisher or John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
Yeah, I mean I would assume
I didn't know that, but
that's pretty cool.
yeah, that is cool.
What season did Michael leave the show? Season 7 or season 8?
Season 7.
Correct.
It went downhill from there.
Who is Big Tuna?
Jim.
Yeah. Okay.
Andy called him Big Tuna
Where does Jim propose to Pam?
at the gas station.
Who did Kevin draw for Secret Santa?
Kevin drew himself.
And what did Kevin buy for his Secret Santa?
I don't know.
Is this a foot bath or a bird bath?
A foot bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
What is Stanley's favorite day?
Shit. What's the options?
Pretzel day or ice cream day?
Pretzel day.
Correct. What Ivy League school did Andy go to? Harvard or Cornell?
Cornell.
Okay.
He was on the a cappella team.
What kind of passport does Creed have? Swiss or Italian?
I don't know. Swiss?
Correct.
Okay.
And the last one, it just says, which one is it? Bears, Birds, Bruce Springsteen. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
I feel like I even knew that.
Yeah. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, that's iconic. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. If you want to see us play more fun games, let us know. We actually had another game in mind to do next time. So,
I think it'll be funny too.
yeah, we'll be playing another fun game.
What have you been hyperfixating on lately? For me, I have like my hyperfixations. Like that
Does it have to be fictional or is it real life?
real life or anything that you do, like
My
that you just
house.
hyperfixate on.
My house that's about to get built.
I
gotta
can see how
start-
that would consume your
Yeah,
life.
we finally got a start date, March 30th. So that has been currently consuming my life, yes.
That's literally all you talk about anytime I talk.
It's literally the only thing I can think about right now. There's just a lot happening. But I'm really excited. We got our final house plans this morning.
Mhm.
So that was really exciting to like actually look at what our house is gonna look like. And we changed the floor plan too. So like we got like our custom floor plan
Yeah.
or whatever. And we got to see like what the outside's gonna look like. And that was really exciting. So yeah, that's gonna be consuming my life for the next 6 to 8 months. Maybe sooner, I don't know. Brandy's gonna help me move. See, the thing is, like, we can't really move things because we're girls. So we can, but
No, do you remember that night? It was literally like at the apartment. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We decided to rearrange your whole bedroom.
yes,
And we did it ourselves.
yeah,
And
we
your
moved the
bed was heavy.
heavy,
And she's got
yes.
like this custom bed thing that the mattress goes up and down. Like,
Yeah.
So that crap's heavy.
yeah,
And her dresser and stuff is heavy.
yeah,
We moved everything completely different all the way around and just
Yeah.
did that.
yeah.
If there's a will, like if you want to do something, you literally can.
That's true.
You can make it happen.
But when we have all these men that can move the heavy stuff,
who?
what do you mean? D's dad, my dad.
Oh, I don't have men in my life.
I mean, these
At
little
all?
friends.
See, you guys can relate to Hannah or you can relate to me who has no goals, no future, and no life. It's just a mystery. I mean, she's got all these plans and that is great. And I wish I had that. But sometimes, I mean, you just don't know.
Yeah.
And see, I just don't know where life is going to take me. And that's kind of scary, but fun.
I could see that.
Scary, but fun. You never know.
Me and Dee
What's
are
around the
both
corner?
like huge planners. So like I can't be spontaneous, but like I like to know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me feel good when I have like a timeline and stuff. So I don't know. I guess I'm just more like structured in that sense. But then I have like the other side of me where I do like to be spontaneous and do things.
See, I love to be spontaneous, but I don't have anybody to be spontaneous with me. So that requires me to be spontaneous by myself, which leads me back to the point of I don't like to go out in public by myself.
I don't like to go out in public by myself.
It's awful.
It's terrible. I'm scared.
But I do it.
Well, I have a gun, so.
I told my mom, I said, I want to get a gun. Hannah's got a gun. I said, I don't trust myself with a gun.
It's really not as scary as you think it is. We can go to the shooting range and shoot.
I want to go and learn how to shoot a bow and arrow.
Are you going to shoot somebody with a bow and arrow when they break in your house?
Yeah.
I mean, that could do
And
some
I just want to
damage.
do it for fun. Like, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
And it's something like you could get better at, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to, something I could, I can get better
like
at it.
archery?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And,
feel like I'd
or
be
like
terrible at
axe
that.
throwing. See, like, I feel like I don't have the strength to, like,
Yeah, to throw it.
So, like, I feel like I would be one of those girls that throw it and then it comes flying back at me. That's scary.
I highly doubt that would happen. It's not a boomerang.
I seen it on TikTok. It came flying out of this girl's head.
That's scary.
Yeah. So
I don't have any arm
Then I was
strength.
like, yeah, that's not for me. I'll go shoot some bow and arrows. But
Yeah.
mm-mm.
What if that turned around and
That's just an arrow.
oh, you'll just be impaled and
Yeah.
that's it.
Think
Could
of
have a few stitches.
that throwing hammers and that thing coming back on you.
Yeah, that's scary.
I would.
You can chop your head off.
You go to the ER and it's like Grey's Anatomy. Well, what happened? Well, we went axe throwing and she's been impaled.
She has been impaled.
It's in her brain.
Derek Shepherd.
Well, I'm paging Dr. Ship.
You know, one thing I wanted to say while we was talking about the 100, and you said Grey's and it reminded me of it. Why is Isaiah Washington hot in Grey's Anatomy?
Because we've said this.
Yeah.
He is so hot. Dr. Burke,
Fine.
I get you, Christina.
I
would be doing it too.
But Jaha?
But when I say Jaha, I'm like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
get off the
cringe.
screen."
Cringe.
Like, why couldn't you bring that?
Does it have something to do with the character, maybe?
No, it's not even the character because you can just pause it and just look at him and it's
He's
just
not
like
as
it's
hot?
not giving. Like maybe he didn't have the right makeup team, okay, and they weren't catching him at his good angles.
Maybe it was something to do with the
Just the way Dr. Burke
doctors.
talks.
Yeah. Like the doctor's coat and the scrubs, and maybe that was it.
He's the higher up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
I
He's
mean,
got
he was
authority.
Jaha. He was literally like the darn
That's true,
commander.
too.
Like,
But what is it? Why?
there's something.
There's something different, and I can't put my finger on it. I don't know.
No, but I was asking you about your hyperfixations because that's what I do. I hyperfixate on different things to
Mhm.
like keep my mind off stuff. Like
Mhm.
I was hyperfixated on the Hunger Games when the new movie came out, and that got me back into that.
Mhm.
Like you go back to your hyperfixations, you know.
I play The Sims, so sometimes I think about my Sims,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, "Dang, Shirley needs to finish her homework," or "Dang, Shirley needs to get promoted at work."
I watch you.
Who's gonna take care of the kids? Like, why are they poor? Like, I try not to cheat. I have cheated, but I try not to make it more realistic.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think about that.
but yeah,
That's
then
not real.
I hyperfixated on Percy Jackson because the show came out, so I reread all the books and everything.
Mm.
And then I hyperfixated on Throne of Glass books that I was reading. Hyperfixated on that. Hyperfixated on. Now I'm hyperfixated on Avatar. I didn't rewatch the animated show. Now I'm watching the live action show because it's out. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have a something that I have to, and that's
You
all
know
I think
what?
about.
You were talking about TV. The Voice just started back last night. So
Yeah.
I hyperfixate on that. I get really into The Voice. And then I get really mad when my people don't make it. Like, I will go to bed pissed. Like it's my family member or something. Like, I'll be pissed. And then I'll tell everybody about it, and they don't know what I'm talking about. And, yeah. So I guess I hyperfixate on that.
Yeah. In the comments, y'all tell Hannah to watch New Girl because I'm trying to make her watch it.
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode.
It's a really good show,
watched
and
the
I
first
promise
episode.
once you get into it, and like once you know, it's like any sitcom. Like it starts off once you get to know the characters,
Yeah.
it's funny. I was watching it with Mama because she started watching it.
Mhm.
She's on like season 3 or 4 now,
Mhm.
and like they've done gotten so into their characters. She was like, I can't look away because if you look away for 1 second, you miss something. Like you miss somebody's funny face, or you miss like a
Yeah.
line. Like every line is like funny.
Literally,
Like,
that's
you
how
can't
The
look
Office
away from
is.
it.
That's how The Office is too.
If
It's the
you look
same
away
way.
for a second, you done missed the whole joke.
I feel
You
like
know?
The Office is funny, but I feel like it has its good moments of serious, sweet, like oh, like like kind of like make you want to cry moments. Like
I feel like a lot of the Office humor is like that dry humor,
yes, I love that.
and that's like what you.
I love that.
And I feel like the humor on New Girl is just like the stupid humor.
I love that too.
And you know how like we go from making a joke and we just keep that joke going
Yeah.
and going forever until like it's stupid.
Yeah.
That's how they do
Until
on New
it's
Girl.
a whole different
Like they'll
thing.
just keep talking about it and talking about it. And I'm like, that's me.
Yeah. Don't forget to rate us on Spotify 5 stars. If you're a listener, thank you. Check us out on YouTube and subscribe, like this video, and as always, comment if you made it all the way to the end and if you listened to everything. We had one person comment last time and say they made it to the end. So thank you.
So thank you for that.
That one person.
Honestly, it takes a lot to do this, and I could literally sit here and talk all day. We have to stop ourselves from talking.
Yeah, we have to make
And I've
ourselves stop.
noticed since we've started this podcast up again for season 2,
Mhm.
the rebrand,
The rebrand.
we've been talking like a lot more. And
Yeah.
we've been a lot more into it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Because I feel like sometimes when we first started out, it was hard to keep it going and think of stuff to say.
Yeah.
But now it's like flowing.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it after doing it for so long too,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like my therapy.
Right. But also, I wanted to mention if there's any like games that you think would be fun, you can drop those in the comments. If you also want to send us like voice memos or questions, you can send those through our Instagram. That will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We're trying to get our TikTok to 1K followers so we can go live
Yeah.
on there. It's not letting us go live. We have to have 1,000 followers. So
We can
follow
go
it.
live on our personal, but not on our podcast because
Yeah.
we have this one for our podcast now, so we're trying to get that one up.
Yeah.
And
I don't always be wanting to go live on my personal TikTok.
yeah.
So I will, but it's not like my first choice.
I feel like our TikToks get a lot of likes on TikTok, and I'm like, why don't y'all go check out the full thing?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
they think it's funny on TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
go. But whatever. It's people's short attention spans, which I
Yeah.
have it too.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
feel like this whole generation has that.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to podcasts like
I
when
do
I'm getting
too.
ready for work and stuff.
I
I
do
love
too.
that.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching or listening, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.